Hey everybody. Okay, so it's 2 a.m. on the Sunday and I have nothing to do and I thought I'd make a video because I haven't made one in a really long time. So, let's get started. So I'm going to do an update first. I haven't been doing anything, too different. I've been studying a lot of different forms of divination, Egyptian astrology, um, tarotmancy, cartomancy, which is reading with, well, it has it just means reading with cards. But, when I say it, I mean reading with playing cards. I've been working on that. Um, that was my backpack. I keep them in my backpack. Um, my Egyptian astrology, I've been working on that. I think I said that already. Um, and so now I know two forms of Egyptian astrology. I know the one based on the tarot system, which is the playing card system, or I know the one based on the actual astrology of ancient Egyptians. So that's fun. Um, uh, Speaking of that, Nadia, if you're watching this, I know you're asking for your reading. I will get to that. I have it written. I just have to type it up and send it out. I'm sorry. Um, um, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to distract my cat because he scratches every time I do a video. Every time. It's horrible. Okay, so yes, I've studied all of these and I've gotten this done. Um, so I haven't made a video in a long time. I'm sorry for that, but this video is going to be on the new moon and the energies of the new moon and what you can use those for in Egyptian workings or Egyptian magic or whatever you want to call it, Egyptian Heka or whatever you want to call it. Let's get started. Okay, so the new moon does play a significant part in lots of Egyptian mythology. So we're going to talk about what it means in three different types of magic, and if I think of any more, I will just bring those up off the bat, but I have notes here on the three I'm going to be talking about specifically. Healing magic, um, traveling protection magic, and time travel magic, and mm, and removing negative energy. I think that's four. I don't think that's four. That is four. Traveling, removing negative energy, time travel, and healing. So we're gonna start with healing, and most of these have a connection to a connection. Sorry, a connection to a moon deity of the ancient times, and there weren't that many of them. There was Hathor, which was a love goddess, and she's not really good unless you're using her on the full moon or unless you want to end a relationship, which is probably something that I could add in here. Um, but, the dark moon and healing. So, if you know about the Eye of Horus, it's considered the representation of the moon, as the Eye of Ra is considered the representation of the sun. The Eye of Horus um, the Eye of Horus goes through its point of darkness, and this is the form in which Thoth healed it from till it goes into its period of fullness, which is the full moon. So, what the healing comes in is that the person doing the healing takes the form or, invokes or, evokes or whatever. They call down the energy of Thoth and they lend healing energy to the person using words of power that either they have created or that they wish to either or from the Book of the Dead or some sort of healing energy, so some sort of healing words, and they heal this person. And by the time the full moon comes around, the pain or whatever they were healing should be gone. That is how this has worked for me. I don't know if it works for everybody like that, but that's how it should work. Um, okay, next we're going to be talking about traveling. traveling and time travel kind of go hand in hand because they both involve one god, um, Konus, and Konus is seen as Heresies, which is young Horus, but Konus is the moon aspect of him, and he also comes in like young Kunun. He comes in his young form, in his adult form, like Horus comes in his young form, in his adult form. So what am I? So Conus is travels through the sky, and he's a measurement of time, and so you also use him in time traveling. But what I suggest in like this point, and maybe at the full moon time, you use this time to travel back into something that you might have forgotten. You know, the shadow is the darkness, the thing that's often not looked at, not looked into. That's what I see when I see the dark moon. I see something not looked into, something mysterious that we don't know. So so as for time travel, this would be the thing that you look into. As in, I don't know what I need to do, so let me travel back in time to see what I could do that could help something be better in some way, or travel forward in time to help something be better in some way. So it's more of a vision walking and less of a time traveling. But either way, you need Kunis because he's also a traveling god in this. So yes, he's a god of traveling. So what you would do is, if you're planning on taking a trip, and it's going to be within the cycle of a full moon, meaning that like you plan the trip you plan the trip like a couple of weeks before the new moon, and so you start getting like you don't leave for the trip until the next full moon. Okay, so what you do is you give offerings to Kunun's son. Kununis. I want to keep wanting to say Kununis, but they're not the same. Hold on, let me look at how to pronounce his name because I really don't work with him that much, and I'd hate to butcher a deity's name. I really do. Kanis, sorry. Kanusu. Oh my gosh, I really butchered his name. Kanusu is Kanusu. I really butchered that guy's name. Oh, please forgive me. Kanusu is, how do I put this? He's a traveling deity. Um, but let's say that you're gonna leave on a full moon or the week before a full moon or by next full moon or something like that. Well, if you're not gone by the new moon, you make an offering to Kansunu, and you hope you Kansunu, and you ask him to protect you. And if you feel what I've also been using Psalms in my workings now. You use something from the Book of the Dead, or you use a prayer from Psalms to help. Another thing you can do with the dark moon is something that's very obvious. The dark moon is the ending of the moon cycle and the beginning of a new one. So what that naturally means is the clearing out of the old and the bringing of the new. And when I talked about when I put my blog post of Nefertiti up, it was all about clearing. It was all about what Nefertiti was about, and she's not just the dark Isis, but she's the counterpart of Isis. And like I said, Isis is the bringing in of the new things, which would be done on the full moon. So Nefertiti is naturally the clearing out. I talked about how Isis is the rising sun and Nefertiti is the setting sun. So Nefertiti is the exit of things. So you would call upon Nefertiti in this time to clear stuff out, get rid of stuff, get rid of negative energy. Best time to move out of a house, best time to break up with somebody, best time to say prayers and affirmations to get rid of the evil person in your life, just stuff like that. What else would I like to talk about? This is also a good time to seek wisdom and divination. Wisdom about, slightly scarier subjects like how people on the other side are just doing, well, not scarier, but like darker subjects. I don't know. Um, so when I say darker subjects, I mean, finding out someone's deepest secrets from a mun. And the reason I say a mun is because a mun is, and according to the Egyptians believe that when every person was born, a mun follows them. There's believed to be a mun and a munette, a mun and a min. I'm sorry, and there are two there's a male and a female, and they're believed to follow everyone in their life. They're believed to follow everyone and everybody who they're born with. And so, what I think this would be a good time is calling upon Thoth to get the information from a mun, or you could go straight to a mun if you want to, because he is the unseen. He is sort of the moon in its dark phase. He's the thing that we don't see. What else could you use the new moon for? And as I'm finding out some of these ideas, they're really good because these are ideas that I don't have written down. So I might stop and write a couple of these down. What else? It's the dark moon. There's not really too much that you can do with the dark moon. I mean, connecting it back to just Egyptian faith in general. But you could always use the dark moon energy for something. What I really think about when I think of dark moon energy is I get really energetic. I don't know why. I just go crazy. Like the dark moon comes around and I can't sit still. I have to be out and about and I have to be doing stuff. And I don't know why that is, but it is. I can't really, this video was sort of spontaneous in a way because it was Sunday and I hadn't made a video and I wanted to give you guys an update, and I don't really think I did that. So, it's just sort of spontaneous. But I think I'm going to do a little bit more of an update now. So, yeah, nothing really too important going on here. Been studying a lot. I told you guys about that in the beginning. I've been learning some new stuff. I actually got a new book that I've been wanting to share. This book, I don't even think this book is in print anymore. I found it at an antique bookstore in downtown Omaha, and it's called, I don't know if you can see this, The Modern Witches Spell Book, and it's by Sarah London Morrison, I think that's how you say her name. I don't know if you guys can really see that. But it's a really good book. I like it. It's very old and it has a lot of talisman magic in it, which I really like. And the talisman magic is very ancient Egyptian based. Very ancient Egyptian based. If there was anything the ancient Egyptians knew how to do, they knew how to make a good talisman. Because we still use some of the talismans today. The Ankh, and we still use the Cobra, and you guys don't really, the Ankh, the Cobra, the, what else symbols? We use the Anubis, we use the hieroglyphics. All of these things were talismans to them, and we still use them today. So if there was anything they knew how to do, it was how to make a good talisman. I can tell y'all that. What else? I've been studying this book. I've been studying another book. Here it is. I've been studying this book by Sylvia Ravenwolf, and I think this is a very common book. I also got this at the antique bookstore. $3. $3. They were both $3. It was amazing. And let me show you guys this. I'm not even through the first 3 pages of reading this because I couldn't. It was just so love and light and butterflies and rainbows. I couldn't. I got disgusted. I got a sugar high reading it. It was sad. What else? I started a new page on the forum. Yay! I started a new page on the forum. The page on the forum is called Love, Peace, and Witchcraft, I think. Love, Peace, and Witchcraft, and it's all about love spells, no sex magic. There is a different page for that. There's a totally different page for that. You know, go to Luna Thorn about that. Go to Cat 0101 Cat 0411. You know, go to somebody else. I don't do that. Peace, Magic. And really, do I look old enough to talk? Do I look old enough to talk about that? Do I? Oh, thank you guys. What else? I think that's it, guys. I'm sorry I haven't been posting blog posts. I have notes, lots of notes, lots of notes. And if you guys go on the forum or you guys are on the forum and you're just watching this video and you guys say, hey Deshaun, I want you to post this video, or hey Deshaun, I need this video made. Or if you give me a situation and you want a reading and it's okay with you that I make the reading into a video, I will be glad to do that. I will be glad to do that. So yay. Um, it's been nice seeing everybody, and I hope you guys have all had a nice time seeing me, and see you on the flip side. May the eye of Ra forever shine on you. Bye.